To say to their sons when talking about sex.
Barbershop.
They want to know. I don't have that problem with them. I just don't know.
Antonio Pickard has 7 kids. 4 of them are boys, ages 13 to 18. He says he wants his sons to be prepared.
I know that when my boys actually decide that they're ready, I'm going to show them the same way my dad showed me, with a broom and a condom.
Curtis Slade agrees. His son is 14, and he wants him to get his information from him.
Anything you want to know, come ask me. Like that. Don't ask your little joker friends, because they ain't going to give it to you 100. I don't sugarcoat nothing with my son.
Coakley says it's important to talk about sex in a balanced way. She says it's not a good idea for kids to get only a negative view from their parents and only a positive view from their peers.
They know that what their friends tell them, and if you're saying something different
Extreme.
and saying that it's a negative thing or talking about it in that light, then they may not trust your judgment, or they may not take you seriously.
She has another tip for parents talking to their children about sex.
They have to be calm and open-minded and not judgmental, because they want to have their children come to them and divulge as much as possible.
Coakley says the whole point of the study is to reduce sexually transmitted diseases and teen pregnancy among Black youth. And she thinks the key to that is through education and knowledge.
I don't know if we can go out to the left. I know this is a driveway to the right, so I'll go this way. Oh, matter of fact, let's see. I think he probably thought the same thing. Oh, the arrows? Because the arrows telling you to come back. But I hadn't been seeing people. That's one way. Yeah. Yeah, oh, confusing that. Well, it makes sense because hey, you see a dog? I just hadn't been seeing traffic come by me like that. I would have thought this was the exit, but I hadn't been seeing traffic come by me, so I thought it was going the other way. Of course, I act like I was sitting up there paying attention to traffic. Anyway, Flying J, 285, I-75, Florida. About to skate over here to Tampa. Get this load off. I really should have left 20 minutes ago. I hope there's no traffic issues.
In 3 miles, turn right on Curly Street.
I really should have left 20 minutes ago.
Turn left on I-75.
Really should have went down there last night when I wanted to wash clothes. Take a shower too, but I actually could have taken a shower today. Skipped last night, but just took one the night before. You don't really have to take a shower every night unless you get dirty. Because when you get dirty, then you don't want that on you. For the day of driving in the AC or heat, whatever be the case, you should need a shower.
Turn left at the traffic light, then take the first left.
You're late. You can do of them suggest not taking a shower every day. Too clean. Says it takes the moisture out of your skin. Well, that's the only thing I remember that it says.
Continue on I-75.
I think it also washes away some of the beneficial bacteria. Don't hold me to that. But I know they say it dries out the skin when you take a shower that frequently. But anyway, it's all good. We already got a load out of Tampa, taking us back to Raleigh, North Carolina. Load picks up at 10. This delivers at 7.
There is currently light traffic on your route.
I'm 23 miles away. And 29 minutes to get there. So like I said, I should have left 20 minutes ago. Because I don't like a cushion that tight. I wanted to, I mean, this is not really why I was impressed. I want to maximize my time. Like I said, the biggest way to have done that was to sleep on the property and seeing if I could back up out of the door, which I didn't do. I'm skipping, I said, which I didn't do. I called the receiver yesterday to see if I could park on the lot. She was like, yeah. What I didn't do was ask if there was a dock door that I could back into, and then I would already be there. And then my clock wouldn't have started until I pulled away from that dock. You see what I'm saying? Which I might have been able to get to the dock without starting the clock. Anyway, if I was right there in the water, creep over to the dock. So that's the benefit of being where you sleeping where you start your morning, because you can start your clock later, which means you got more time to play with on your 14. Hopefully they won't take too long to load me up in Tampa. The good thing is I'll already be in Tampa. In between time, while waiting on my food to get prepared, I was walking back and forth to the washer, dryer, and folding, and I just had them sitting there, and I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to hear all of this. Well, yeah, maybe you do. I mean, this is life as a truck, ain't it? But anyway, that's how it went down last night. You know, I don't really carry the camera around like that. I know it would be nice, but I just don't. Sorry. I don't take it that far. Sorry. Tidbits here and there, yes. Would love to give you some insight, yes. Would love to be that type of person, yes. What I'm going to do is incorporate more of your videos into things this year. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be promoting you guys' videos this year. Do you understand that this is the 10-year anniversary? 10-year anniversary on YouTube, y'all. Life is a truck. Some of y'all been around for that long, too. I appreciate you sticking around watching. I really appreciate you having a desire to get the type of information that I like to put out there. Because together we're going to raise the vibration up out here. We're going to raise the energy out here in these streets, on these highways, and even in these communities. Because that's really what we're about. That's really what we're about. We're really about forming the type of mindset and becoming the type of person that, whether we are trucking or not, we take that energy, that mindset, and our personalities and character, and we infuse our families with that, and we kind of let that all diffuse out into the communities. That's what the hope is. You know, even with small things like certain words, new vocab, new concepts, life lessons, focus and attention on certain principles, concepts, ideas, perspectives, useful opinions. You know, all of these things are shared with the thought that someone will use it as a tool to not only improve his or her life, or I don't know another word, not only to improve all lives, because all lives does, you know. Hope you don't get offended by that. It's not taken away from anything else that anyone else would focus on. All lives does matter. Congestion in the head. Anyway, I'm out of here, man. I want to hear the local radio, see what NPR is talking about. I think it's a very funny, entertaining local show, morning show that's on out here as well. Can't think of the name of it, but you hear it playing in one of my older videos. Well, I call it something. Somebody responded and said it's something different than what I called it. But if I would have come down here and stayed on the property, well, no, I couldn't. I was gonna say I could have went on over there to Adventure Isle to Busch Gardens.
Take exit 51 on the right to State Route 582.
Except they close up early. They close up at 6 o'clock. Because I could have just walked over there. It's next door. But they close at 6 o'clock. I guess that's just because of it being wintertime. Yeah, it's still winter, in case you forgot. Even in Florida, it's like 60 degrees, 65 degrees last night. But it's still wintertime. To them, that's probably chilly. Actually, it was chilly to me.
Recalculating.
Once I got, why? Once I got outside, it was chilly. Wait a minute, man.
Turn left at the traffic light.
This is the street y'all told me to turn on anyway. Why y'all come on, recalculate? Fowler. 5 more minutes. I think she thinks that I'm talking to the GPS. That the GPS is another person. Because she just be watching me talk to the GPS. And unless she's looking for something to get into, when I'm talking to someone else, that's what she does. She sits there and watches us have a conversation. But if we're outside, she's going to assume that I'm not paying attention and just try to find something to get into. Yes, it is interesting. A dog is very entertaining, man. I was talking to on another video. Oh, it's alright. On another video, I tell you I met this guy named Tom. Hopefully he'll come and do a comment or something. But Tom was contemplating on getting a dog. He likes dogs. Never had one in the truck.
2.25 miles. Turn right on North McKinley Drive.
But hey man, it is a sacrifice. It is a compromise. A lot of work to having a dog. Gotta exercise. Even though I cheat at exercising by having to chase a light. to stop at times that you might not necessarily want to stop. Well, that's the biggest inconvenience, you know, which of course is much better than having a dog that's not trained and and takes scraps in the truck or whatever. So I'm not complaining. It was last night. Even washing clothes. Biggest reason I wanted to wash is because I wanted to wash the towel and stuff that she lays on before it got too dirty, because then it's too hard to clean. And then another inconvenience, because you might have said, well, it don't take that long to wash. Well, I like to run it through twice because I don't want to leave the machine full of hair for the next person. So even washing clothes is extra, you know what I'm saying? Extra time, extra money. The money is not a big deal. You're only talking about $2.50, $3, $4. But time is a bigger deal. When you go up there, it looks like the truck doesn't supposed to be on the street.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on North Harts Drive.
Actually 2 customers that I delivered to over here. Same building, just different parts of the building. It's kind of cool, ain't it? Because you can become familiar with the route. Because there's even a spot at the end of this street right here.
Turn left on North Harts Drive.
That I might be able to park at. Even if I can't park at the customer.
Turn right on East Seneca Avenue, then take the first right.
What are you talking about? See, they be bugging out. Now they telling me to go somewhere else. Told me to turn right here. Why would I do that? The customer's up here on the left. Hey man, you gotta be careful with this GPS, man. I'm telling you. This is the building. That's when I got confused.
Arriving at 11316 North 46th Street on the left.
They told me to go somewhere else, but and now it's saying you're arriving. Is that not crazy? See the stop sign up there? That's the street I turned off of earlier when I said I could keep straight and go up there and make a right. Could have made a right on 46. I'm assuming you could make a right on 46, like I said. I never, yeah. I'm just a talker. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. Wait, was it right there? I think it's around back. means 3 customers. Because I've had to stop up there before with something. And then this is one right here at the corner. I think I showed y'all that video. Or at least I know I recorded one. And this one, it's back here. Now I might have to unload right here in this section, or I might have to unload in this section. Park on the side over there, but this still gives them plenty of room, but it also stop, lets them see me before I even get up there to the doors, so you know that might help expedite things. Stop. I gotta talk to the people here. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, I know a lot of, especially if you're new, then the tendency is to pull across the area that you need to back into so you can get your setup right. And that's the right way to do it. Especially if you're new, because you're still working on your judgment. So like you just saw, you know, you don't really, once you get to the point where you understand the fundamentals, then you just adapt, and also you learn. I mean, usually I'm obsessive, and I want it to be perfect. But you learn what works. You know what's achievable and all that. So obviously it would have took more time to circle around the block. Circle around the block and to come back and the setup and the back end. You can back up. You can get to the dock from many different start points. It doesn't have to begin with, the process doesn't have to begin with the setup. It could begin with wherever you are. You know what I'm saying? Which is a huge time saver. So like I said, practice your backing, man. And that doesn't mean take a bunch of risk and all that stuff. Like, I wasn't saying in the middle of the night when you get in the truck stop and there's plenty of parking spaces that you go and back in between two trucks in the middle of the night. That's not what I'm saying. But go to those empty parking spaces and try to park into one of those spaces instead of just pulling through. You see? And in the daylight, once you become comfortable with backing in those empty parking spaces, then pull back in, yes, do back in between the two trucks, especially if it's plenty of space, because if you ever get to a spot you feel pressured, you know, trucks are waiting and you don't want to rush, well then, okay, call it off and just pull all the way, use all the space and go ahead and get in the hole. You know, nothing lost but practice game. You know, you might not be happy with the results at that particular time, but you do that 5 times, then you're gonna get better and better at it, and there's no problem. You're not gonna hit anything, because like I said, in many cases, if it's the middle of the day and you taking your 30, the parking lot is wide open. The only thing you're gonna do is park. Is use the 2 trucks that's there first. Like I said, become familiar with the empty parking spaces. Then once you're familiar with that, comfortable with that, then you're gonna park between 2 trucks. But you're in broad daylight, you got plenty of space. If you ever encounter pressure, people waiting on you, then just go ahead and use the space. Pull all the way up, or just pull up into another spot. You don't have to keep doing it, you know, if you feel pressure. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, the company's gonna tell you don't back if you don't have to. I'm not contradicting that as far as to the extent of compromising safety. I'm just telling you to improve your skills, so that you are actually more safe, because there'll be times when you have to back and you need those skills. You see what I'm saying? All right, I got work to do.